Hi guys, Righteous Raymond here, bringing you a testimony. This is my testimony of when God supernaturally, Jesus supernaturally, literally grabbed the wheel. So this happened maybe like 3 years ago. I was doing photography. I do photography on, occasion. Took a sabbatical this year, but I still did a number of shoots this year. So I do photography on the side. And so I did a photo shoot for a 40th birthday for a young lady in Mississippi, maybe like 45 minutes into Mississippi. So it's late at night, it's a party. They were dancing, partying, all the things. So I left kind of late, and it was like a really, really dark street in Mississippi. I don't think there was any lights, street lights or not, on some of the roads. So there was a road going this way and a road going that way, with just one lane this way, one lane that way. And so I don't know what happened. Before I know it, there was a deer literally right in front of me. And I could see the deer's eyeball. I saw his eyeballs, y'all. It was that close to me. So, if I went all the way back to my wall, you wouldn't see my eyeballs that well. I could see the deer's eyeballs like plain as day. I'm looking at this deer and his eyeballs. And I'm going about 60, 65, 70 miles an hour, 75 miles an hour, give or take 5 or 10 miles per hour. And so I'm looking like, miss, this over. Like, this over, you're dead. This is where your timeline ends. This is where you meet your maker. This is over. Not gonna see is my mom still alive at the time? Not gonna see your parents anymore, your sisters anymore. It's over. So I just put my hands down in my lap and prepare for impact. But God, Jesus grabbed the wheel. So I don't have like a car. I don't have any kids. I don't have like toy cars around here anywhere. But this is like, let's say this is my wheel. So most cars, if you're driving 70 miles per hour, they're going one direction, straight ahead. So here's my car, right? Tires, if you're going 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, they're going this way, right? Tell me why, when I put my hands down, my car started to move like this. My tires went like, so as I'm going, I'm still moving right. Now cars don't move like that. Now again, I'm not touching the wheel. I'm done. I already said I'm gonna die today. I'm gonna die tonight. It's over for me. Cause I knew physics wise, it's like if I'm going this fast, there's no way I could, and I don't know how fast I punch my hand, but there's no way I can go that fast and not hit my hand. Like, it's no way I could have done that with a car. How heavy a car is. I can stop my own self, but you can't stop a car, because when you may hit the brakes, but the car's gonna keep going at the same momentum, 70 miles per hour. So I know I could not have stopped my car. I didn't even try. I didn't even press my brakes because I knew it was too late. I knew physics wise, I'm too close, I'm too fast to stop this car. But I felt my car going like, now I told y'all it was a 2-lane. It was 1 lane going here, 1 lane going here. So it felt, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm not making this up. It literally felt like my car was in a tug of war. My car was in a literal tug of war. It felt like a demon was pushing my car like, when I say this right here, it was like, it felt like a demon was pushing my car. And it felt like an angel was pushing my car. So I felt my car being like, it felt like I had 2 powerful supernatural beings fighting over my car. I am not making this up. And again, remember, it was 1 lane here, 1 lane this way. So I didn't have a lot of room. I could have just spun around and turned around, because it was a grassy medium. I don't know if it was like a ditch on the side or not, but I really didn't have any room for error. And so Jesus grabbed the wheel. I felt my car going. It felt like it happened maybe like, it was like, it may have been maybe like maybe 10 seconds exchange as and I could see a car behind me. I saw the headlights of a car behind me, like, but they were freaking out, like, what in the world's going on? Because cars don't move like that. We know cars, 70 miles per hour is gonna go one way unless you turn Your car would start, if you try to overcorrect your car, you start careering out of, where's the word careening or careering out of control. Again, there was no room to career because it was literally two narrow streets. There was no room. I couldn't have done all this ducktailing, whatever, because there was no room. I would have been in the median, or I would have been on the other lane. And I'm thinking on one side I think it was like construction on the other side of the other lane. Then it was a ditch on the other side. I could not have done anything to save myself. God saved me that night, y'all. I'm sitting like this, like, I'm not screaming. I'm not cutting that, Jesus save me. I'm not saying, Lord, please give me another chance. I literally was just like, my hands down, waiting for it to be over. And then I think my car finally got back straight. I just drove home. When I say I was crying, once I got my hands on the wheel, I was crying, screaming, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. I was so grateful because I knew I couldn't save myself. So that is how I know that God is real. You all, man, I've been knowing he's real since I was a little girl, but that's how I can know personally there is a spiritual war going on between good and evil. And I heard somebody, okay, it was this ex, which is ex-Satanist. He's a preacher now. And so he said, like when Satanists would see Christians, like, on the street, whatever, he said he would see an angel on the left, the right, and behind them. Every time there was a real, not a hypocrite, like a real Christian, a real believer that was actually, living with Christ, had a spirit in them, they would have an angel on the front, well, not the front, the back, the left, and the right. And he said in the car, they would never ride alone. There would always have somebody in the car, but there was never alone. They always had, I was alone in the car, but there was an angel, according to this ex-witch doctor, or this ex-witch, there was an angel in the car with me. And so it felt the demon was trying to push my car. So first it was like, and I say, I don't know how this deer appeared. And I drive to Mississippi a lot because my family's Mississippi. So we drive, at night all the time, daytime, and I'm used to seeing deer. You see them like leaving them. You see them leaving like the woods. You see them walking. Your headlights will see them. I did not see this deer coming. I don't know where I was looking at. I don't know if I was just tired because it was, late, long day. I just looked up, and there's a deer. Like, it's like his head was on where my driver's seat, where my driver's side is, and the tail was where my passenger seat is. And he was just looking at me. I'm looking at him. What's his son? And he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I was just looking like, we gonna die tonight, dear. This is it. And I don't know where the deer went. I don't know if the angel transported the deer. I don't know if he made my car, what's the word, like transparent, where it can go through the deer go through me. But there was literally no human, no physical way possible that I could have avoided this deer. And I think even after I dodged the deer, to the glory of God, I think the demon was like, no, this is not how it's supposed to go. This is not how it's supposed to go. And so he tried to push my car. I'm telling y'all, cars don't move like this. Cars going 70 miles per hour. I didn't hit my brakes, man. I didn't hit my brakes. Cars don't move like this, going 70 miles per hour. Unless they're being pushed. It felt like a big, giant demon was pushing my car. And an angel pushed my car back onto the street. And again, wasn't a lot of room because it was very narrow roads. So yes, you all, that's why I always pray. I say, Lord, you hear the saints praying, the Christians praying, give my loved ones traveling mercies when they, leave like a late church event or leave a family gathering, leave, somewhere late at night. They say, give them traveling mercy, because there is a war out there between good and evil forces. And I was right in the middle of it, I was right in the middle of it, and I should have died that night. I'm not just saying that. I literally know that if God hadn't intervened, I should have died that night. If nothing else, the deer should have went through. I have a short car. My car is not like some tall SUV or Jeep or pickup truck. I have a short car. The deer should have at least went through my windshield. Nothing happened. I did not grab the wheel. I did not hit my brakes. I did nothing but put my hands down, and I just let Jesus grab the wheel. Or let the angel, the demon, take away my car. So yes, y'all, God is real. Pray every day for your loved one's protection, your protection. And y'all, be safe so you can have angels with you. They'll be with you all the time. Thank you all for watching. Please share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.